Trump supporters had recently started to claim that the president didn't actually say neo-Nazis in Charlottesville, quote, very fine people, even though he did say it.
But you also had people that were very fine people on both sides.
Why can't this president, who, by the way, called Nazis very fine people...
He believes those Nazis and white supremacists who marched in Charlottesville are very fine people.
And the president said there were very fine people on both sides, including marching with Nazis.
Yeah. From white supremacists and neo-Nazis in Charlottesville, Trump's very fine people.
He praised those people marching with neo-Nazis and the KKK as very fine people.
Saying that neo-Nazis and Klansmen and white supremacists are very fine people.
So you know what? It's fine. You're changing history, you're changing culture, and you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally. But you also had people that were very fine people on both sides. You had people in that group, excuse me, I saw the same pictures as you did. You had people in that group that were there to protest the taking down of, to them, a very, very important statue and the renaming of a park from Robert E. Lee to another name. No, George Washington was a slave owner. Was George Washington a slave owner? So will George Washington now lose his status? Are we going to take down, are we going to take down statues to George Washington? How about Thomas Jefferson? What do you think of Thomas Jefferson? You like him? Okay, good. Are we going to take down the statue? Because he was a major slave owner. Now we're going to take down his statue. So you know what? It's fine. You're changing history, you're changing culture, and you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally.
Charlottesville is also home to a defining moment for this nation in the last few years. That's when we heard the words of the President of the United States that stunned the world and shocked the conscience of this nation.
And you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally.
He said there were, quote, some very fine people on both sides. Very fine people on both sides?
And I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally.
We've heard it so often, it's almost a cliche, but it's who we are. That's what we believe. Crazed faces, veins bulging, spreading hate, burying the fangs of racism. I believe history will look back on 4 years of this president and all he embraces at the great moment in time. If we give Donald Trump 8 years in the White House, he will forever and fundamentally made America great, and I cannot stand by and watch that happen. I'm announcing my candidacy for President of the United States.
People, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally.
I'll get it in the grapevine.
5 minutes later.
Trump condemns racists and Nazis. Pass it on.
Hey, Trump said fine people and condemned Nazis. Pass it on.
Hey, when Trump said fine people, did he mean the Nazis?
When Trump said fine people, he was talking about Nazis.
Trump and Nazis. Breaking news through the grapevine, Scott.
What is it? Spit it out.
Trump called Nazis very fine people. He's literally Hitler.
Holy Jesus. Trump said he condemned Nazis and white nationalists?
I didn't say that.
No, but I know this grapevine.